law of attraction. For most people, it doesn't work. Now, if it really was a law, it would work all the time, right? Gravity, right? Works every time. Don't really have to do much except let go of the object. But the law of attraction is not that kind of law. That's a little like saying that the law of dynamics, all you have to do is jump off of a cliff and you're going to fly. There are patterns of behavior, patterns of shape and form that must be adhered to if you're going to activate and utilize the law. I like to remind people that the first flight, the first powered flight of an airplane, the Wright brothers back in 1907, I think it was, got about 10 feet off the ground and went for, I think it was like 180 feet. A 747, 10 feet off the ground. The cockpit of a 747 is like 30, 35 feet in the air. The length of a 747 is like 250 feet. So that very first flight probably would have barely made it over the wing of a 747 and not even made it the entire distance of the length of the airplane. Now, if that's all there had been to it, and people had declared the great triumph, and this is the law of aerodynamics, and we're all good now, Bernoulli can rest peacefully in his grave, it really wouldn't have mattered very much. It wouldn't have had any effect on our lives. But for the next several years, the Wright brothers worked it and worked it and worked it. They learned how to make better propellers, better engines, better mechanisms for steering, be able to go up longer, be able to... and they also, at the same time, had to learn how to fly the damn thing. There weren't any pilots, nobody to teach them. And both Orville and Wilbur broke limbs and got a lot of bruises and bang-ups as they were learning the entire process. It took several years before they actually had a machine that could fly high enough and long enough that it was useful to anybody. And of course, they made patents, and other people were copying them, and before you know it, we had an industry of aviation, and of course the Defense Department was interested, business is interested in it, moving stuff around, and we have aviation like we know it today. But after that first flight, it was still a long time before the laws of aerodynamics were understood well enough that they could be applied uniformly enough and consistently enough that you could actually use them. So, law of attraction is no different. It is a simple and at the same time very pervasive and complex set of laws, principles really, that one has to work with in order to master it and actually make a life that reflects the possibility that this law speaks about. Now, I know everybody listening to this interested in that term, law of attraction. It is so popular, and everybody and his brother is selling you something that has to do with it. I'm not going to try to sell you anything on it because the cost is way too high. The laws are free. You can take them as much as anytime you want and do anything you want with them. Well, free in one sense. That is, you're not going to reach into your pocket and pull out money. But it's going to cost you everything, because what they don't tell you, the real secret, this is work. That's right. If somebody gets on YouTube like this and says, "I've got the secret. You pay me $19.97 or $1,000 or $500 or whatever the thing is, I'm going to give you the missing secret." I've heard the 11 secrets, the 7 missing secrets, the sub-laws to the law of attraction. I've heard all these things now, and you put in your $47 and you get it. And that's all there is to it. Bullshit. It's total nonsense, okay? Don't pay any more for those. You already know more than those people probably do. So here's what you really got to do. You got to work. Work, work. This is a practice. Like the Wright brothers, you see how it can work, but you can't make it work yet. So you break limbs, you sacrifice things in your life, you do stuff You don't do certain things that are just a waste of your time and trivial. You do things that matter. You invest your heart, you invest your soul, you invest it all. Is it going to cost you anything? Damn straight it is. It's going to cost you everything. Because if you really want to make this work, you must embody these laws. You must master the laws from the inside. The law of attraction is not out here. Gravity is out here. That's why it just kind of happens. The law of attractions are not out there. They're in here. They're you. They're the capacity that every human being has to make their dreams come true, if you're true to your dream. Dreams come true if you're true to the dream. It's really very simple. You have to pay the price to be willing to make yourself different, to change the way you do things, to change the way you think, and that's why this isn't easy. Because we like the way we think. We like our habits. We don't want to change. Who the hell wants to change? The whole nervous system is based on survival. So it really isn't up for change. You know, when you say you got to change, it doesn't go, oh, me. It doesn't do that. It goes, no, we're stable, we're safe, everything's fine already. I'm surviving. Why rock the boat? Well, I'm going to rock the boat because I want a bigger boat. It's not like I want to jump into the ocean and just float. I want a bigger boat. I want a nice boat. I want a boat with some luxury. I want a wet bar. You know, I want indoor plumbing. I want a boat with GPS and I can drive around. I want a nice boat. I don't want a little raft, right, where I'm sitting there with a big long beard and some wood that's been tied together, hoping somebody rescues me. That's what most people life are like. So here's the secret, dudes and dudettes. It's work. You want the payoff? You can have it. This stuff does work. But you're going to have to become a master of it. You're going to have to pay the price. You're going to have to learn what you got to learn, and you're going to have to change the behavior. And that's why it's difficult. That's why I say it's hard. It's a practice. It's a way of living. It is not a magic formula. There are no magic formulas. So stop trying to buy them. And stop listening to anybody who tells you there are. And all you need is this. You know, you can watch the subliminal messages on the screen, or you can listen to the binaural beats, and suddenly you're going to be reprogrammed. That stuff helps if you have clarity about yourself and the discipline to make all the adjustments to yourself that are necessary, because it's going to be resisted from the inside out. Resisted from the inside out. We do not want to change. Change is painful for a variety of reasons. There's the pain in the process. There's the pain in just the inevitable fact that I am going to let go of something that I was holding on to, and I liked holding on to it, but I am going to have to go because I am going to have to change. The process can be difficult. It's uncertain. I may not get to where I want to go, and I have no idea who I'm going to be at the end of that. So this is the message for this. This is the new law of attraction that I am promoting. It's not that it doesn't work. It's that you don't work. That's what it's about. And nobody wants to tell you that because, hey, are you going to write a check for $2,000 and show up at a seminar somewhere or a week-long retreat because they tell you you're going to have to work your ass off and maybe not see many results for a while? You're not going to do it. They got to promise you the moon. Okay, there is no moon. It's up there in the sky. You can look at it anytime you want. You don't want the moon. You want stuff that actually works in your life. That's why it comes back to you, to your commitment, to your perseverance, to your persistence, to your willingness to do what it takes. Practice, practice, practice. This is the new era, folks, and I really hope you join in because stuff does work. Good things do happen. They can come and come consistently. But you have to adjust your energy because you are this law of attraction. It isn't out there. It's right here. GP Walsh. Until next time.